Windows Phone 8.1 devices here, and we have the more premium one, and it's called the Canvas Win W121. I can see it looks pretty classy. It's a 5-incher, and the build quality and design are very nice. You have this nice brush metal look, although I suspect it's plastic. And then you have the brilliant fox leather back cover that started with the Note 3 and then adopted by many after that. It also looks quite premium, and because it's a fox leather, it won't attract much of your smudges and gridges, fingerprints. However, the front side you can see is very glossy and attracts a lot of fingerprints. So as I told you, 5-inch screen. It has an HD resolution, so you have 720 by 1280 pixels of resolution. On top you have the earpiece, your 2MP fixed focus front camera. Below you have the usual Microsoft Phone OS shortcut keys, your back, home and search button. And then on the left side you have that volume rocker. Below pretty much nothing. Here you have the power button there, and on top you have the micro USB 2.0 port and the 3.5mm jack. A very nice brush metal look on the side, aluminum look. If you can look closely, you can see that it's very nice brushed metal. So behind you have the 8MP autofocus camera, LED flash. You have a noise cancelling mic here, the Micromax branding, and then you have your speaker grills out there. The back can be open. There's a hole somewhere here, there you see. And this guy supports 2 SIMs. There you see. So 2 full-size SIMs, and it also supports micro SD card on top of the 8GB internal storage. And then you have the 2000 mAh battery. So neither of them can be removed without removing the battery. I would have liked the second SIM at least to be able to remove without removing the battery, but it's okay. I mean, we're not being very picky about it. So this guy is powered by an age-old Snapdragon 200 chipset, 1.2 gig quad-core processor. It also have 1GB RAM, as I told you, 8GB of internal storage. Comes with a 2000 mAh battery. Supports micro SD card of up to 32GB, 2 SIMs. The first SIM supports 3G, second SIM 2G, 8MP back camera, 2MP front camera, and that's pretty much the highlight feature of it. Now, as I told you before, that it runs on Windows Phone 8.1, and it does not have Micromax specifics, any apps, pretty much the standard Windows Phone 8.1 look. We're going to quickly show you that, but we're not going to go too deep into the OS here. So you have the usual unlock screen, your notification bar. Let's see, you can simply go to the full settings from there. We'll come back to the full settings in a bit, but then those are the live tiles. You can long drag on any of them to shrink them, they see, or you can also move them around here, thus. And long press on the back button will take you to most recent used apps. Long pressing or double tapping the home button does not do anything. Just tapping the search button will take you to Bing, and if we allow this, it will take you to the Bing's search engine. You can also do your QR code scanning and all from there. And then you have your usual set of apps that comes with the standard Windows Phone OS 8.1. So I'm going to scroll it slowly so that you can see apps. There are some of the popular third-party apps. For example, you have Skype. Skype is not exactly third-party now, but then you have Facebook. See, on top you have Facebook and stuff. Now I don't know if Facebook was installed here or it comes preloaded. However, we like the fact that there are not many bloatware to slow your device down. Yeah, so we're going to quickly take a look at the settings first, and then some of the usual apps. So you have your settings and usual settings, nothing much to show about really. I just want to show you the storage space, and there's a 4.97 GB free out of 8 GB, and because 2.31 GB is used, so that's pretty much you get. Now I don't know if they've already installed some data, or they have the preloaded music or videos, and well, we're gonna check that. But if they did not, then this is pretty much the space that you would get on the 8 GB internal storage. You of course have the micro SD cards, so no worries that way. About phone, and you can see about phone stuffs here. Yeah. So that's about the settings. There's another thing I want to show you in settings really. So let's quickly go to the settings and check out. There's a kids corner. So it's kind of your restricted kids section, so you can have your kid access this phone without making him or her access sensitive content, your private office content, or maybe censored content on the net or something. You can quickly go ahead and you can set it up. I skipped the password part, but you can of course set your password, which we recommend, and then it becomes kids corner, and you can see it pretty much has nothing except this. So you can install your apps and other stuff. You can customize the way you want your kids to use this phone. And to come back to the normal mode, simply lock it, unlock again, and unlock this. And at this point it would ask you a password if you had set one, but then we did not, so it straight away takes us back to the normal mode. Alarms and stuff, you have calendar, and then you have the 8MP snapper. So it's an autofocus camera. It's low light out here. Let's see how quickly it autofocuses. It hunts a bit, but then eventually find it. So not totally bad. Yeah, decently fast. It takes about half a second buffer to process an image and starting the next one. Again, good enough at this price point. And then you have your video recording. See? Yeah, you cannot take still while recording videos, of course. You have some quick modes here. So that's the gallery. That's how you switch between the front and the 2MP back camera. Then you have your flash settings. You have some lenses. By default, it's Bing Vision. Of course, you can download more lenses. And then you have some quick scene mode there, you see. And then we can also have some settings here. Let's say the phone settings. You see your flash settings, and then you have the 8MP maximum settings, and those are, your video stuffs and all. And then also you have your ISO settings that goes up to 3200. Now that's a shocker. We'll have to see how it performs at 3200. Anyway, so yeah, that's the camera UI. Pretty standard. ISO 3200 really shocks us because we haven't seen ISO 3200 even at the phone that cost over 50,000. So we'll have to see how the ISO 1600 and 3200 performs on this phone. We don't know the sensor size, we don't know the aperture yet, but we'll surely find out when this device comes to our lab for detailed review. Apart from that, you have Xbox Live, you have FM radio that still does not play without your earphones plugged in. And reception quality is quite good. We've just checked that. You have Internet Explorer as the default browser. You have your messaging and stuff, and then call. So let me quickly show you the dialer here, which is big enough. Then your gallery, which is again typical. Let's say albums and favorites, all albums and other stuff. You can go to camera roll, and you can check one of your photos here. Let's see, rotate. Takes some time, but it's smoother. I like the rotation style here. You can go ahead, you can favorite this photo, delete this, you can edit this with this many things. So you can rotate this, they see. You can also crop this. Yep. Save, and then you can have some, you can auto correct it basically. So that's the photo editing app that's built into the gallery. And then you have Office, the usual Office. You can create Excels and documents from the scratch, but not PowerPoint. And Skype and Store and Storage Sense, lets you keep track of your storage. You have Data Sense that lets you keep track of your data. Wallet, the video app. We do not have any demo video here to show you. So that's the Canvas Wind W121. It looks and feels quite premium, fits nicely into your hand. 5-incher, which is kind of, one of the most preferred form factor right now in the industry. Looks very good, and it's priced extremely aggressively. So this guy is expectedly going to be available in India starting July. They have not finalized the release date yet. They haven't even finalized the price yet, but we know that it's going to be available probably at 9,500 Indian rupees. If it's actually true, then this guy could be a steal. 9,500 for such a premium device. Of course, it has, it does not have specs that counters the 20,000, 25,000 phone, but then it has pretty decent specs, and it could very well compete with the Motos, the Moto E on the back side and the Moto G on the front side. So that's, guys, your Micromax canvas Win W121. Thank you.